Good morning. This is about finding your own magic book. All right, what is this about? Let's see. So one of the practices that I like to have in the morning and that get me in a good feeling spot, get me feeling happy, feeling inspired, helps awaken my heart, my soul, lets my joy out more for the day, is to read, I like to read books, but I have like this one book that I always keep around that I call my magic book. And I define magic is the thing that like feels like beyond your reasoning or beyond your heart and kind of awakens you to something new, maybe something you don't fully understand yet because it's like magical, you don't really understand it. Like people used to call electricity magical or all sorts of things. If you generally, if someone doesn't understand something, they'll call it magic, right? Or if there isn't a scientific explanation for it yet, if it's on that leading edge beyond what we understand. I believe, and then I consider that to be magic. And maybe there's a level of understanding that comes around it at some point, but the beauty of it is that you just really, it feels magical to you. It feels awakening, feels like something like you might even look out at the birds and beautiful sun rays and be like, wow, that is so gorgeous. And there's that sense of magic in it, right? Or like for me at twilight when when the light's going down and the fireflies are out, and it just has that magical feel. Feels good. So this is my magic book. It's called Think Yourself to Health, Wealth, and Happiness. It was actually presented to me at a men's group that I first went to. The best of Dr. Joseph Murphy's Cosmic Wisdom. And so I just like read about one page a day or every couple of days in my practices, and I love to mark it up. I have all sorts of markings in it. Here's some like writing. Sometimes I'll do different colors, different pages and stuff. Sometimes I just really get into it. I'll just like circle things and mark them up, etc. It's just fun to get in there. I like to use colors myself. But the thing is, like, find that thing, that book or writing or material that really inspires you. Maybe it's something off the internet that you print out and you can read time and time again, and you're still getting more insights. And every time like I read this book, something out of it pops into my mind, and something I love to feel, and something I like to meditate on, and something that brings more awareness to other places of my life, or brings more awareness to it's something I want to think about for that day. This particular one goes through some topics, and so I get to stay in that topic like for a period of time, like a few weeks, and just I get to meditate on it. And meditating for me means just like pondering, letting the thoughts just kind of cook in the back of my mind. I'll take something in through the conscious mind and then let it just like settle and simmer there in the subconscious. Or it gives me some inspiration to do, like right now it's about sleep, and talking about sleep and how like dream and the power of dreams, and setting an intention before you go to sleep and clearing your mind, getting a good feeling spot, not like filling your mind with other things before sleeping. And so that's just really inspired me to be like, wow, I don't want to watch a movie or other things that give me a nervous feel before going to sleep. I want to like really settle in. I want to like feel good. I want to write some gratitudes. I want to set an intention before going to sleep. So it's inspiring me, and it's giving me pieces that I go bit by bit. So that is one of my spiritual practices. Spiritual practice for me is anything that helps awaken my spirit, lets my joy, lets that love, lets that heartfelt connection out into the world more. And I love sharing my spiritual practices. This is one of my favorite. I recommend if you have a particular book, share with me, tell me, put in the comments. I would love to hear and see what touches you, but I encourage everyone to find something that like lights them up. It alternates for me. I was really enjoying some 12-step work around like codependency and adult-child patterns, and so I did a lot of those, and I read a lot of those readers. They have daily readers. I love doing that. That feels inspiring. Sometimes I do that with friends, and we'd all in a morning practice together, and we'd share that. So yeah, reading material in morning practices. Get your magic book. What inspires you? Like, oh, another spot you know it's magic is if you have tears. Like when I have tears, I know I'm on the spot. That's a good spot. That's my soul telling me, pay attention to this, listen to this, whatever the thing is. So what brings you to like tears? Love it, digest it, enjoy it. All right,